what are the real benefits of 100% P&T? And just to frame this to start, there are tons of veterans who are 100% P&T and still work full time because they have a flexible schedule at work. They work from home. There's many different reasons. Also, 100% P&T does not mean musculoskeletal conditions. I can tell you for me, I have 2 musculoskeletal conditions that are minimum. I broke my wrist in 2012. There's a huge scar right here. You can't really see it. And I have a 10% from my back. Those are just 10% minimal, pain with motion. That's it. That's a lot different than having like a 50% for a frozen spine for your lumbar spine, right? Or 30% in each knee after double knee surgery. Don't take disability as disability. It could also be mental health, sleep apnea, migraines. Those 3 right there at 70, 50, 50 will get you pretty close to that 100% mark. All right. So food for thought, just to frame this, 100% disability, P&T, yes, you can work full-time, 1,000%. You can be a millionaire. You can make $3 million per year in your job. Now, I don't know anyone who is doing that. If you do, text me your number. All right. I want to know you. I will marry you. Just let me know whatever you want me to do. Right. But Jason, to bring it back to the topic, I think those who are 100% P&T and are working full time, and I know we all struggle day to day with that compensation. I do fully believe that group of veterans can seriously take over the world. They can use their disability. Yeah. Use their disability to pay off debt and live a debt-free life. And I'm talking about cars, credit cards, your house, so where all your income becomes disposable. And obviously that's going to take a few years to do, depending on what neighborhood you live in or what kind of cars you drive. But I genuinely believe those who are 100% P&T can seriously take over the world, that are still working full time. I want to get your thoughts on this. That conversation can go many different routes. And then I kind of want to tailor it to what my advice would be for those who are 100% P&T and are still working.
All right. So I think my chicken's getting ready to lay an egg. Yeah. Here we are. All right. Welcome to my life. So I don't know. I'll just talk louder. So
it's a part of the process now.
I have to get my golden eggs from somewhere, right? So I'm not going to lay them. I'll tell you that. So 100% permanent and total. And it's always weird to say it like that because permanent and total means 100% in the fact that it's total. So anytime you hear P&T, T references total, which means 100%. And permanent means permanent, so that all your conditions are static. So anyway, yes, that is a great place to be. And depending on the ailments that you're rated for, like you said, you could definitely work full time or even more than full time. I mean, and in some cases, you can even have labor type jobs, right? I mean, everybody's situation is different. And the one thing that I think we all need to understand is that we can't look through the same lens at every single veteran and go, well, you shouldn't be doing that, or you should be doing that, because everybody's story is different, right? One of the biggest things that bother me is just the fact that once you get to the 100% permanent and total, for folks that don't understand how it works, they go, well, you're walking around, you have all your fingers and toes. How the hell can you be 100%? You screwed the system. It's people like you. No, that's not the truth. And for just to set the stage correctly, there's a whole other rating schedule for that, which is called special monthly compensation, right? So that's where those folks go. So my chickens are, I mean, it is what it is, right? So one of the first things that you should do if you become permanent and total during your working career is check with your HR department if you can, if this makes sense for you, first of all, what it would look like if you either eliminated your health insurance through your employer, and then you need to decide if that makes sense for you, right? If you're a single person and you're just going to go to the VA for all your care, they might kick back X number of dollars per month to you. And at a minimum, they're not going to take any money out of your check because you did do that. So you could actually come out way ahead, which then is putting more money in your pocket, right? So for example, when I was working full-time, 100% permanent and total, I selected a plan that actually paid me back at some points in time about $600 or $700 a month. So I would get back $600 or $700 a month every single month on my paycheck, and I'm not paying into any sort of health care. So that put me in even a better situation. As far as becoming, like what you talked about, the whole debt-free thing and all that type of stuff, that is really important. And I think that, the older we get, the more we realize that that's important, right? When you're younger, maybe not so much. It's you start spending it before you even get it. It's like, well, I know I'm going to get that next month, so I'm going to go out and buy this today on a credit card. And then that money comes and then you do it again. And so really, really try. I think that most people understand, right, that that's not the right way to go. My dad told me when I was younger, he's all, this, what this is? Credit card, right? It says, this is my 20% more card. If I think that I'm not paying enough for something, I'm going to buy it with this so I could spend 20% more. And granted, I get it. Look, if you pay off your credit cards every month, like clockwork, and you're disciplined like that, know yourself, seek improvement, right? Those types of things, very important stuff. Understanding how you deal with things, right? I know that if I have too many credit cards available, I might actually use them. So I have small credit cards and just have them over here. And it's like, even if I do use them, it's really not much, and I could pay it off every month. So just kind of some food for thought there. There's a lot of income drivers, I think, with 100% permanent and total. Just to swing back on a couple things that I would do. One, I would check with the HR folks, see if that makes sense for the health insurance thing. Get with your county tax assessor's office on your house if you own a home, and see if you can get that waived. Get with your motor vehicles folks for registration. Get that registration fee waived. This is all ways to drive more money into your household. I know we weren't really throwing in things like Chapter 35, but if your spouse jumps on Chapter 35, or you have an adult child who can go to college and jumps on Chapter 35, you get both of them doing it. That's almost $3,000. That's $2,800 a month of additional income, tax-free, coming into your household. If your kid's living with you, right, then it's coming into your household. So if your child has $1,400 in their pocket, that means you don't need to give them $1,400 a month to go do stuff. So all of that stuff's really important, Clay. I want to get a little more of your thoughts and get some direction on kind of where your mind's going with this.